Nigeria diaspora there, Edeifo Brittany Aikhuele. And guess what? She is here with us inside of the studio. She is a very passionate person and passionate about providing a platform for young women to showcase their talent, skills, and also their accomplishments. I mean, you are quite a vision, let me put it first of all that way. And it's great to see you here in your glory and your crown. Welcome. How are you, Brittany?
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. You honor us, actually. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, we saw the clips from you at the event, Miss Diaspora US. And first off, when I heard of Miss Nigeria Diaspora, rather, first off, when I saw that, I was like, did that happen here in Nigeria? Or where exactly did it happen? But you were clear about it. So where did that happen?
Yeah, so the pageant took place in August in Chicago. Okay. So Nigerian women who are living in the States came all across the country to come compete down in Chicago. And really we were just there to showcase our talent, showcase our different tribes, our beauty, build the community. Well, personally, I am from Edo State. Ah, nice. But I love to call myself a Nigerian melting pot because yes, we claim where our father's from. My dad's Ishan in Epoma village, but my mom's also Delta Igbo. Nice. So I like to think of myself as a Nigerian melting pot and a lot of times we have all these different tribes, which tribe is better, but I think personally we're all great, we're all Nigerian.
I'm going to talk about your endeavors in just a bit, but have you been to Epoma?
Epoma, I haven't been yet, but I started with my mom's village. I went to my mom's village as a child, so back and forth, but my next goal, my next trip is definitely going to be to Edo State.
Well, now that you're a queen, you should visit and you should bring your efforts there.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, let's talk about your efforts. So every beauty queen, after they win, always has a project that they'd be going into, and you've got one as well, and yours is focused on children and women. Now, do tell us about that, please.
So realistically, growing up, I had a trip to Nigeria, where, I came with my mother and, I got really sick from malaria. I came back to the States. I was already infected. It was severe. And, the American doctors really didn't even know how to treat me. They didn't really have the proper medications to, help me. And my parents were so worried, they thought I was going to die. I thought I was going to die. But I was blessed enough to have my uncle who, trained in medicine in Nigeria, who got me the right medication I needed to save my life. So it made me think about why I did this pageant. It made me think about the kids in Nigeria, who are either suffering from not access to healthcare, who are suffering from maybe not access to going to school and they're working on the streets. So one of the projects I have is that I'm partnered up with a special foundation. 2 weeks ago, I visited a school in Akota, the New Liberty School. Nice. And I also went to another school in Makoko, Roy Deck Academy. And I was just there, really. I did book readings. I brought a whole bunch of toys. We gave out school supplies. And it was really just to inspire them, to let them know that, I'm happy that you're here, but education's the key to breaking out of, whatever situation they are in and empowering our leaders tomorrow, today.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. So most of your efforts are here in Nigeria, are they? What about the kids, the diasporan kids outside of Nigeria?
Okay,
are they also impacted as well?
Yeah, so, the goal is, as diaspora, Miss Diaspora Nigeria USA, is to, represent our people abroad and back home. So one of the projects we have, with the Miss Diaspora Nigeria USA office, is that we're working with immigrants, children, and adults that are in Chicago, where we did a food drive, a toy drive, and because there's a lot of things that is happening with the kids and people where there's all these laws and whatnot, but our goal was to just to help them and during the holidays. So that's something we had going on,
So you're a resident in Chicago, am I correct?
I'm a resident of New York. I'm
from New York.
Yes.
Okay. But the event happened in Chicago?
Yeah, the event happened in Chicago. Yeah, but we fundraised money for that and all that.
Yeah. So now you're here in Nigeria. Is this a visit? Or are you going to be resident here now that you're Miss Diaspora Nigeria US?
So I've been going through the ringer. I officially have my NIN.
Oh, and congratulations!
Thank you. I have my Nigerian passport. I had that since I was young. Okay. But my heart belongs here. Every time I have a visit here, it strengthens my identity and my familiarity to
that
my
word
culture.
Is a big word.
Yeah.
Oh, don't drop the crown.
No, we can't. see, sometimes your crown can fall, but we always get back up.
Yes, indeed,
but
nice.
so like realistically, like I even extended my trip here because I'm just so happy to be here, and there's so much things I want to do and continue to do.
And what's going to christen you as a definite Nigerian is if you can use the public transport system from one end of Lagos to the other unaided. Have you thought about that?
I think I should.
Maybe you should do it.
I'm very
Document it and
adventurous.
show everybody,
Yeah.
hey, I'm in Africa,
Yes.
I'm in Nigeria, this is why I became queen.
Yeah.
But when you see, if you've been around Lagos, if you see, you've seen what children and women, how they thrive in the city, what comes to your mind as someone who is in your position, in addition to all of what you're doing to try and help impact their lives, what could be the one thing that you could say, okay, I can do right now for these people?
Yeah, so when I think about that, I just think about inspiring. I just think about, with this platform, I think about meeting people in, powerful positions
Nice.
where we can just advocate for, advocate for the children, advocate for the youth, advocate for women, because at the end of the day, it's us. It's us that, this country depends on. It's us that the kids, the people in the diaspora that we need to be back home and we need to help. A lot of people just go, they come to like Nigeria like, oh, Dati December, but I think it's important to give back. I think it's important to be here. And like I'm advocating for tourism. I'm advocating for investments, working with our business, because that's what's so important.
Speaking of the influential people, have you had any assistance from people in governance here in Nigeria for your projects?
So I'm actually part of NIDO in New York, so Nigerians in Diaspora Commission. I have met with Abike, so like all of that has assisted me. So I'm really working on something special that I will release later on. But I've met a lot of people. I even went to the General Consulate of Netherlands where I was able to meet like some Nigerians in different positions and talk to them about my plans and what I want, and like Nigerians in the Lagos government diaspora.
Nice.
So like there's a lot of people I've met and I've been networking a lot. So that's what's really important, like me holding those connections and sharing my projects and how we can move forward.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of women out there who are watching and who are inspired by your work and all. But lastly, I'd like you to tell them something encouraging. However, here's the kicker. I'd like you to do it in Pidgin English. And that's your camera. Please tell them how to keep their head up.
No matter what
And Pidgin English now, Brittany.
I beg now. You want me to try small?
Okay, go ahead.
No matter where you come from, no matter what you've been through, at the end of the day, you can change your story. You can inspire others. You can leave. You are not who you are from yesterday. You can be someone greater tomorrow. And like I'm that little girl who wasn't always who I am today. And now that I'm here, I know that like at the end of the day, what matters most is that you love and you really embrace yourself and believe in yourself that you can do anything.
Well, not quite Pidgin English, but thank you very much. It's great to have you here. You are so beautiful, by the way.
I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. And thank you for sticking around. Let's do a very short break now. We'll be back after, well, perhaps to start an entirely new hour for Wake Up Nigeria. Don't go anywhere.